For me, the longest relationship I've been in was, I think, a month. In all my life, like, you know how unserious I am when it comes to relationships, but it is because woman don't take care, be the state of my heart, take it over with a cool detach. Like, if you are starting something, if you really want something, man, just go for it. The sky is the limit. Like, people fall out because of poor communication. Yeah, you can be broke, but if you're good in communicating, that would be the best thing. Yeah, whenever you aim higher, like in a relationship, for a girl, whenever you're trying too hard to like beat that space, for a boy, if he's trying all his best to beat, you can't keep that, you can't maintain that. But take it, it's like a girl coming up to me right now and she wants a car from me. You may try and get it, but you feel.
My name is Valee, and today we're at Labayo, just doing vibes and chills. Just being we.
Yes, sir.
Being we, nothing else. So, my brother Mutaawe.
The good girls call me MC, other girls call me Medicine. It depends where you want to be in my life. But yeah, that's what I've.
And I was going through YouTube and I found these videos. Storytime with Mutaawe. So I got inspired somehow because from the first video I saw progress when you were telling about your dream and how you came to realize you should focus on this thing. So everything was so inspiring, and I'm like, man, I should have a time with you. That's when I called it. Then we had a small meetup.
The first meetup.
Yeah, the first meetup. Then actually I learned a lot because I was shaping myself for this. Because I was so like. Also, this I know it had many ideas on me, but I don't know where to focus.
Yes. So
when I got a new a time with you, so I got to realize where I'm supposed to focus on. So how did you start? Like, how did you join? For someone who has seen you for the first time.
For the people that have seen me for the first time, my name is Michael, like I've told you, but my starting was very drastic. Like, I always wanted to have a field where I can like do something and look at it when I'm like at a later age. Let me say 5 years from now, I want to look at myself and I'm like, okay, this is what I did. So I've been in the creative field since my senior, for that was COVID 2020 roughly. I learned how to take pictures, videography, what, but I didn't have like a specific line of something I wanted to do. So I used to help out with my friends. I have a bunch of friends I used to do for videos and everything. So when last year came, in the beginning, I was in some church camp where we were like finding purpose and intention. If you go through my videos, that is one word that always comes in: purpose and intention. So as I'm doing that, I was praying actually, yeah, and I realized there's more than just doing the videos and everything. There's something I can do with my life that can give me happiness, and I can look at it at a later stage and I'm like, okay, I cooked when I was my age, yeah. So when you go through my page from like the first videos, you see me. If it's a book I'm writing right now, I would call it a gift that keeps on giving. Like, from like my startup, yeah, it is a story. I started with a 13 Pro, then a 15 Pro, then now the journey just kept on going better. The more I engaged, the more I evolved. I've found people that have actually like made me better. They be telling me you can do this to like enhance this, you get me. So practically that is how I start. I'm not big yet, but when I close my eyes,
you're already big, man. Me, I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision because it's already like big. Right now, you have to be the Lulu at the moment.
Man, I'm very delusional in my life because for me,
you have to see a bigger picture and be like, you know what, I'm already big. I'm my Storytime with Mutaawe. That's why I'm moving hosting you. Because if I thought you were in something, you wouldn't be here. So I'm also giving you a call, pleading to be, bro, busy. This guy's made think I'm not coming. You're already big, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, you're inspiring many people there, because I'm sure like there are many people like youth who are looking up to you.
Yeah,
you may not even know, but there are people someone is following, because there's a point whereby we as creatives, you may have someone who is stalking you for like a long time. They really want to do what you're doing, but they don't have the capability. Yeah, but they're seeing their vision into you. So just like a pot of gold, like someone, you're doing something someone is willing to do. So sometimes you have to use your voice to reflect something or to pass over some information or something like, oh, you're like a vision to someone. So like you talked about finding purpose. That's something that is disturbing the creatives for a long time, because most of us, we have many talents. Like personally, man, it's been so disturbing because you come from influencing, then you go to this creative writing, then you go to, okay, there are many things you can do, but then how do you find a purpose and be like, you know what, let me focus on this? And how do you get to focus on the story time?
Yeah, man. Okay, for me, I would say I first prayed, because I come from a family where we pray like every day and everything. So I first prayed and asked God if there's something I can do. Okay, I just wanted something I can do that it's not simple. This thing we're doing is hard. You actually know when you're editing and everything, that is now the hardest part, when you're like pushing out distribution and everything. But I wanted something that I can do that won't, like, I just didn't want to be that person that when I'm like 25 or when I'm 26, I look back and I'm like, man, this is nonsense. No, I didn't want that. And after praying, I realized there was one thing I could do, and that is talking. Because in my former school, in my A level, I was an MC. In my former school, shout out to my school, I want man, but like,
Was it?
just with my parents, to outside of Interior, yeah. And
Now your views should know.
And my hobbies, big up. I actually have a circle of my hobbies, like my boys that actually believe in me. Whenever I post a video, they go, they repost. We don't talk a lot, but they're doing that, and I find that touching, yeah. So I was telling you, so I prayed, and I also looked at myself, my abilities, and I was like, because I'm good in football, I was a rugby player at some point. What else? I can take pictures. Okay, there are very many things I can do. I can actually do music. Yeah, I can write really, really well. And all that, like, when I was circling down the things I can do, like, I have my big brother. Kira is like, when he was teaching us how to make decisions in life, he drew a circle, and there was there was important, very important, urgent, very urgent. So I looked back at that circle and I was like, what is important? What is very important? In all the things I had. And when I was circling down, the very important thing I could do and the urgent thing was to like start off with something like this. You will see my first video actually that day. It was a Sunday. I was with my boy, big up to Sam, the guy that does my footage and everything. He told me the best way to start is to start. So now the purpose and the intention was getting clearer. I was like, you know what? Let me just start with whatever I have. We started with a 13 Pro. I was actually using my phone for the, how is it called? For the recording. Then I go to BandLab. What? Sean taught me how to use BandLab.
Sean
is, yeah.
The artist, right?
Yeah, the artist. Big up to him. And as actually doing that, BandLab, what. Then surprisingly, as you go on, things start getting better. You get mics, you get this and this. Yeah, man.
Let me tell you a small joke, but yeah. I used to play rugby. But bro, I was actually pushed off a rack. Man, I think I broke my wrist. And I knew that was my thing. For me, I realized my purpose.
No, actually, if I was still in the rugby field, I think my hobbies can attest to this. I would be good. Like, I wouldn't be the best, but I would be good because I was a good backliner. Like, I used to play all the backline numbers, but specifically 15 fullback, scrum half, and fly half. But man, there was a day there also. It was, I think, the guy that jumps in like the line outs. I think the guy got an injury, and you know rugby, they just take you out. So the line out is there. I was the number 9 by then, and there's no one to jump, and I could jump. So when I jump, the guys that pulled me collapsed, bro. I landed on my shoulder. Actually, they tackled me mid-air. My shoulder popped out. I also started now realizing purpose. I was like, man.
I had a reason why I went to rugby. My reason is kind of stupid. That's from a heartbreak, actually. So, I was trying to find something that's going to take up my time and then to eat up like everything and confuse my mind. So I went to rugby, but I was the smallest thing there, and everyone was actually
taking you as a shoe.
Everyone else got shoe. Always big bodies. So I went to training first day, bro. I didn't have shoes. I was barefoot. Man, this guy is there. Some guy called Mapimpi.
Hey, Mapimpi, I know that guy.
Mapimpi. It's my boy, man, bro. This guy used to slap me in the of training. So firstly we were doing push-ups, Yeah, man. She was training. So when we went to a game, because after doing like two trainings, then we had we had a game with Chambogo. Then they're called, because we had a game with Chambogo. Then we were playing at Nkumba University. I'm forgetting the name of the team. So we went into the game, but like I didn't know the tactics of the team. I didn't know what I was doing actually, because I don't know, like had 2 trainings. So when I went to the game and I was doing a lot of mistakes, people used to slap my back.
First, be serious.
Out of nowhere, you hear a slap from the behind. Man, I just knew, man, this was me, man. Let me just heal.
Let me redirect.
Let me redirect and then heal from somewhere. Then I went on social media where I found like peace. Every time like I'm always tweeting, I'm always like I started growing my socials, and then it's like over 2020. Yeah, I started redirect. So man, you know, I think like what you talked about the circle, I think is very crucial, because people need to redirect their dreams and be like, you know what, yes, I love this, but it won't work out now. I should still focus on what's supposed to work out.
Actually, one of the things I've not mentioned was I wanted something that cannot take me out of school. Like I can do it, but school is still the priority, because there's no way I could talk to my mother and I tell her I'm dropping out because I've got a new passion and everything. All the years she has been teaching me what happened. We're in a situation where the old generation, I will call it the old generation, only have, actually I think this was more aired out with the previous video I've done with Abeto Musime. It was like, there's no way you can tell your parents that you're not going to go to school when they're giving out school fees, because for them it has worked out. Yeah. And what is your excuse? You get me? And that is a profound concept I found. So I was like, there's no why I made this decision was because of also this, but not entirely the reason. But I was like, let me just stay in school, because there's no way I can look at.
So you're in school there?
Yeah, I'm at MOOBS second year.
Which course?
Transport and Logistics Management.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Have you been to a relationship?
Hey, man. Yeah.
To break like me.
Okay, man. For me, the longest relationship I've been in was, I think, a month. In all my life, like, you know how unserious I am when it comes to relationships. But it is because, okay, I read a couple of books. Okay, I just wanted to get a specific definition of love. There's a point where I reached and I was really like eager to know what is this love thing. Yeah, but the more I read, the more I realized that, man, it's just delusion, or like there's no way I can get someone and she owns my happiness. You get me? Like, if she's not happy with me, I won't be happy. And I was like, nada, like from way back. But I've been in love. Okay, the guys that have been with me in high school know what up, yeah. But they just never used to last long. But I was that guy. Actually, I was that guy in campus.
Actually, I always saw my guys, man. My relationships are either 3 days, la week, because the first day is knowing each other, second day is linking up, and the third day, what you know,
it's a wrap. Okay, for me, why I'm not in like serious relationships and everything. For me, to everything, there's always a specific strategy I follow. Yeah, and in love, there are like 5 concepts. There's that first stage when now you guys are now like talking and every day what, and it's really nice. That's the euphoria stage. And now the second stage is that stage whereby now you guys are now talking every day, but now you have to learn how to like live without this person, but staying in touch, where now communication gets crazy and everything. Third stage, that is when now you introduce that person to like your friends, and however much they don't accept them, you've introduced them. Then now the fourth is when now you introduce them to your parents. You get me? And now it's your parents, like your parents have to also go with your choice. Then the fifth stage is when now it's boring. Then now for a person like me, I never exit the euphoria stage, because that is when I'm talking. I'm good when it comes to talking, so I like talking. Like, I want to know how they see their things in like a different perspective and everything. So now communication, that is where now the problem gets intense. Now you can't.
So what does it talk about communication? Do you feel like you have to talk to your partner every day? Is it necessary to talk to your partner every day? Like, hi baby, what I going to talk about every time, man? Because like, these girls actually, these women, we want to think of like, I don't know, is it care? Eat them, hold them every day, like check on them, bro. I'm not a babysitter. Get my boyfriend into a babysitter. What do you talk about communication in a relationship?
Okay, communication in a relationship is very vital, yeah? People fall out because of poor communication, yeah? You can be broke, but if you're good in communicating, that would be the best thing, yeah? But for me, I would say, you don't have to like check on them every day, but you have to know, like, you have to know your limit. You don't have to like make it a point to like talk every day, because man, the last relationship I was in, this girl told me, like, everyone knows what they are doing. You get me? So I find that we can talk, but it is not a do or die. Like, we can be there and we're not talking every day, but okay, at the end of the day, if that message is there, like, how is your day and everything, I just want to know how you are, not what you are doing all the time. You get? Because now, if you're dating a mofede, will it be telling you everything? You get me? Yeah, so communication is vital, it's very crucial, but it's also a concept.
But on the love, yes, because man, me always fell out. In the first days, that's why I'm telling you, my days are always curious. So the first days I'm always active, and my read is always on point. And if you fall into my parts, or your chilava, my read is always on point. But with time, it keeps boring, and then I lose track. So I always fall off, and that's where things start to mess up.
I get you. You're not alone. People are out there actually. Though the one thing I'm not desperate. Like, man, there is always a better option. For me, I take love as money. You can never get enough. There's always more. You get me? You get this person, she'll be the best person you've met. Then you guys break up. Then now this one comes and she's gifting you everything you've ever wanted in your life. Then you also break up. Then you get someone who is going to take you to all those places you've wanted to be. I've seen girls, I've had conversations with girls, but they be like, my previous man only bought for me a phone. This one has taken me to Zanzibar. You feel me? So like, it's never enough. And if you find that person who you feel comfortable with, man, just anyway, you guys know what you're doing.
Relationships are so difficult. So, because actually, when you're talking about that, the indifferences when you're in individuals, because there's someone I was talking to, and they were going for just a vacation with a family. They were going to Dubai, and I'm like, bro, so how does I tell this girl, like, man, tugenda kera mukasi tukefiro like silero gani yengo bulamu bwe amanyi date, like, in case they have problems bichi let's just first go out and fuck a vacation. What?
For me, all the people I've dated, okay, most people think I'm a liar, but that euphoria stage is literally shaped. That first stage, as I've said, is shaping everything. Because this, for me, I've got, I think, a girl that has told me we need to like move out of Uganda, but not on my budget. It was just like in those things you write at the beginning of the year. I've forgotten the name. The things, your bucket list. It was in our bucket list of the relationship, so it didn't go well. But you, man. And me, I'm like a free interesting guy. So if the Rolex is bad, me, I'm a chapati guy, bro. Like, bro, if you date me unless you like what I like, you feel me? So
just have to be in relationships. Sometimes you don't have to push yourself, because I've seen guys pushing themselves for someone who's going to give you the love back. But if you seem to the limit, you're doing what's supposed in your limit. There's someone who's going to leave you there any day.
Yeah. There's an interview I did with Jerry Berry. And he explained this better. He was like, whenever you aim higher, like in a relationship, for a girl, whenever you're trying too hard to like beat that space, for a boy, if he's trying all his best to beat, you can't keep that, you can't maintain that. But you take it, it's like a girl coming up to me right now and she wants a car from me. You may try and get it, but you feel me, like,
but she wants it from you.
Yes, and that is overreaching. And for me, there are levels to this, bro. You can't. Man, we vibe. Well, this is the age where enjoyment is. I feel like this is the age where euphoria is a must. You have to be there and be happy, literally every day. If you're not happy, then what's the point of listening? What will be a story you will tell?
Anyway, we go to like you have talked about interviews. What's the biggest interview you've done? Over like I've done my best in this interview.
With interviews, like I've told you, if you go from down, you're seeing growth. You're seeing because every interview you see of me is actually better. And I want to shout out for, by the way, let me take this chance to shout out for Katrina. Katrina is one of the amazing people. I think for your show she will come through. I'll talk to her. Forgetting the next. Katrina Faith, she's a Christian model.
Nice.
Yeah, she's normally there at Fanero. So this girl, it's not the best interview I've done, but she's one of the people that set the bar. Katrina wasn't around. Because I talked to her on Saturday, I was like, man, I've said this thing, what? And I want you to be on. She's like, when? I'm like, can you do tomorrow? She came through, bro, and she kept time. You feel me? And that shaped the whole direction thing, yeah? And also other people I've done with Jerry Berry, he reached out. We talked on like today, Friday, Tuesday we are shooting. You feel me? Like Coffee, the same thing. We talked today, then Sir Amon. Just, I feel like for me it has been the people that I've worked with, everyone you see there, Abetu Msime, everyone. I feel like if I've not mentioned, I don't want to be that guy that doesn't mention all his guests, but now they're getting quite many and I can't keep up. But I'm really grateful, and all of them have been big. They're like babies and they're growing. You get, because you never know. The interview I've done today might blow up next year because I've seen these things happen.
Yeah, in terms of like a creative sector, like just do content that's just plus for the
but the most vibrant, the guy that mashed me with stories was Coffee Samuels, bro. From like every 2 minutes, guy is giving me. So I think that one is an interview that stands out when it comes to like jokes. But to your purpose and intention, you can listen to Abe. He's really a kind guy and he's talking about his journey, basically. Like not all his journey, but he's giving you something, how you should like be in the normal world, kind, and just have humility and everything.
What do you think we as creatives should like at least kind of fuse into to keep ourselves up there?
And for creatives, I think you should like get a clear niche. Yeah, when you get a clear niche, everyone will see and they're like, okay, Valee is doing this. You get, so it's easy for you to get identified, so you can stay in that position you're doing. Then also be kind, like if you work with others, because for me, the people I've worked with, all the people I've worked with are better than me, I would say, when it comes to numbers. But you find that you talk to someone and they're not going to give you a hard time. They're like, man, you push through. That can also, because actually just someone who told me, the more you pull people up is the more you actually go up. You get, don't be self-centered, learn to work with people and everything. I feel like that is also something that can keep you up. Then God as the major factor, because if you don't believe in God, however, if for the Muslims, you can, Allah can, you get, like, you just have to be a believer, and that point of being delusional, that is where it comes in. Be delusional, you guys, like, be the best. Me, I take myself as the best. Every day I wake up, I'm the best. You get me? And shout out to my young bro. Like, that guy is always telling me, man, like, even when I want to quit, and I remember him saying that one, I'm like, nah.
You have an affirmation.
Affirmation, what do you mean?
Something like you always rehearse just to keep you moving, like a word or a sentence.
Like I've told you, I'm a writer. Yeah, and the most sensitive part in my phone is the notes. So in the notes there's some good things I used to write, like growing up. I think it was a piece, and it stands out every time I want to quit, because, like, you know, Valee, these things we are doing, there's that time that comes and you're like, man,
am I doing the right thing?
Yes, am I doing the right thing?
Purpose?
But in me, I'm like, bro, I'm Michael, bro. You get me? So that stands out. I read that piece and it's.
Can you share something about it?
Okay, in that piece,
maybe it can inspire someone, or like someone can get focused.
Okay, in that piece, I'll just break down that piece. I won't
just break down and
that. In that piece, it's the intro is me talking about my past, and I'm like, if I've reached here, but there's nothing that is going to stop me. You get, like, everything I want to be is about, like, everything I want to be can happen if I choose it to happen. Like, everything can change depending on how you choose to live today, something like that. And I'm giving myself that delusional thing of, man, after this I'm going to be this. You get me? Like I don't want to like sell them out, because, man, you know, guys are haters. You get me?
And I know
They can click this thing and they'll be like, after 3 years when I've now chosen a different path, they're like, what up with this?
what happened, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so what do you think we need to ask from the government as creators, like to add on this journey, or like to us to at least to elevate, because there's something that is missing and we don't feel like focused on. They're not taking our things serious. That's why like we're not making that so much money, because we just need something small, like to at least to like but now
Like
at least
uplift.
yeah, to uplift us.
Okay, for me, man, back in the good data, man. Like data is crazy, yeah. And also, if the government can just create that environment where creatives are like, I think it has started now. Some creatives are now like recognized, yeah. And the government, there's a lot it can do, but it depends, because now if I air out everything it has to do, guys may take this in a political way. So I have to be like very strategic with the words I use. You get me? So that I don't set myself up. But the government can just create that environment, reduce score on the data. I think the rest can fall in line.
Because first, like we use a lot of data. And I used to always guys, like I used more like 6 GB a day. You have to upload things here and there.
You have to monitor. You have
Someone is sending you a file that is of worth of say 3 GB. You have to look through that. Anyways, because these are things that can make us like at least pave our way to do like to be successful.
I think we should, as creatives, we should also like be those people that put out the work, so that now these people get to know what we are doing. You get? Because even though we get someone who is going to like stand in for us, when we the people are still self-centered and they're like, we're not going to like say our problems and everything, like, man, the government would come through.
So music wise, are you into music?
Yeah, a lot, bro. A lot.
What's your playlist?
My playlist, there's a new song I've landed on. It's called Come to Light. It's by a guy. You see how you write Phantom with like FANTOM, but now it has FXNTOM, yeah. And I think it is a love song. I'm still skeptical, because the drums in that thing were amazing, and the word flow, the arrangement was amazing. But that is on my playlist. Yeah. I've a couple of playlists. So which one do you want?
Like who are your artists like you're listening to right now?
My artists, Joshua Baraka, bro. I don't know how that guy sits down, because this new album of his, there's a song called Juvie. There's a song called State of My Heart. Woman, don't take care, be in the state of my heart. Take it over with a coup d'etat. Like, I remember coup d'etat, that coward, in my history class in Form 6 when I was doing that European history. Like, how, bro? Like, okay, this is a guy that really needs his flowers. After Joshua Baraka, I want to also use this chance to like recognize, because I'm a writer and there are people who write and I'm like, okay, maybe they're underrated. There's a chick called Shena Skies.
Shena,
bro,
is her dinner is.
If I could just get a hug, I would give.
There's this song with Navio.
It was also on our album. What big man, big something like that.
Oh, what's the name of the song? Forgetting the song.
I don't know your song, but I know your song.
Wait, I'm going to look it up.
Joshua Baraka, Shena Skies. Obviously, I can't forget my boys. Shono Fisher, man's a cook, yeah, and he's really cooking. Like, he's good with that guy every day, and I was cooking up.
But I saw currently. Marry Me is a choice. Is among the trends on the what?
Yeah, Marry Me. One of the best songs I've listened to.
So this is one of the trends on YouTube. So these guys are shooting. I don't know, man. The new wave is so.
The new wave is it crazy? I'm seeing Tojo doing big things. Tojo is my guy, and he's a cook. Like, these are guys that are actually now shaping the music industry. They're bringing that uptown vibe into it.
What we were missing in the sector.
Yeah, what we were missing. We're missing the young generation.
And people are like, people have opened their ear for them, which is so amazing, because I've been pushing this thing for like a long time on X. It's like moving out and people are now giving them an ear, and because I'm now seeing them trending on YouTube, like they're entering to the charts. So it's like a good thing. I think people are now like realizing now the urge to listen to the good music.
Yeah.
Before we take in every music that comes out.
But now there's special music, directed music, and I can't forget my brother Jiggy. I actually talked to Jiggy at the beginning of January, like 3rd January, and he told me he has already finished the songs he wants to push this year. And I'm like, bro, you can't be serious, bro. It's only January.
Because I was talking to Rose, I think.
Rajab. Shout out, man. Rajab. That guy, like I told you, that guy was at my former school, Kingsway Form 1. And I think that guy also shaped my writing. Somehow, he was a rapper by then.
Hey,
rapper, bro.
Everyone tells me like they started as rappers. Because when I was talking to Xavi, men was like, man, I used to rap. Actually, I used to experience Xavi rap in high school because he's my hobby. When I told them, I'm like, bro, where did the Thomas guy come from?
Thomas, bro. Okay, that song to me, I think it is the best from that guy. Like, when I'm listening to music, I want to know where this guy is coming from and where he's going. And not just like any music. And he gives that to me when he's singing. Like, Thomas, like, he's giving you, man. You get me. Like, I think he will share a story about that song, but I think it's in line with what I want. I can't forget Mbeo. There's that new chick, bro. That chick is crazy. Shout out to Uncle Runo. Big up, man.
Uncle Runo is doing something
Uncle
good.
Runo is too bad. And when you find with Uncle Runo, you can be like, these guys have been friends for like how many years? Because we're always talking and everything.
It's actually my hobby from Nadia.
Uncle Runo, crazy, bro. That guy is without being himself. I don't want to forget musicians. Which other guy is standing out for me? I think.
Remember that song I was telling you, the Unfortunate Skies and Navio? It's called Rare. Oh, it was hard, man.
For me, Unfortunate Skies is a song called Shua. Kushua. And when I listened to her stories, like the way she was breaking down and everything, I was like, this is amazing. The song has direction. Yeah, man. I don't think I've forgotten any other guy, but if I've forgotten you, man, maybe you've not come in my head right now, but I listen to a lot of Ugandan music. Yeah. Ajuka, baby. Betty guy. Though, that's crazy. That's mad. Yeah.
So, with which people do you want to interview in future? People you look to.
Azawi is one of the people I've always wanted to interview. Azawi, actually, she has shaped my way of listening to music. Yeah. Actually, this is a story. I was waiting for that I would share this story. I think I was in Form 5, Form 6, I don't remember very well, when African Music came out. That album, African Music, that has Tubati, Sa, all those songs like Craving You Heavy. Actually, I didn't escape, but I got a pass out to just come home, listen to that whole
crazy
album and go back to school. And big Gumi, like I would be that guy who knew and I was very, I don't know with Azawi's simplicity, but I could remember a bunch of words and everything. And Azawi has been that one person. I actually talked to Uncle and I was like, I want to do an interview with Azawi. Azawi, let me see who else. I'm actually down to work with anyone if the vibe matches, because for me it's mainly about energy. If your energy is giving, I will work with you. Yeah. I want to work with more creators, more people who have stories. I'm reaching out to a bunch. Some are also reaching out to me, and that is very pleasurable because maybe they're seeing the light. Yeah. Basically, man.
What do you think? What has changed from when you started and right now where you are?
What has changed?
Okay, what has changed in your life and what are you experiencing? For example, are you seeing anything kind of fame coming through your way?
Fame?
A girls hitting you up?
Yeah, man, there's some girls there. I don't even know why they're hitting me up, but okay, me, I'm not a guy that changes drastically. I don't allow this thing to shape me, because now when you want to know that you're actually famous and everything, because there's being famous, there's being popular, and there's your face being everywhere, you get. But now when the internet was shut down, all my village boys knew me because we've been playing football together. What I think I got 3 people when I went to the supermarket, and they're like, hi, we like what you do, you get. And I'm like, hey, okay, now this is where I've reached. You get, okay, the picture is getting clearer. Also, the social capital is getting better because, like, someone of the creators I've worked with, someone, shout out to you, he like gets me someone else. Is like, Mike, I've seen someone like this, can you work with her? First try her energy, if it matches, you work with them. Basically that. But I don't see myself who is like a very, you get me, like I don't have to overrate myself before I actually reach there.
What's your dream?
My dream, when I started this thing, I wanted to first do influencers. That was my passion, but I didn't limit it. I wanted to also do with, if there's anyone out there with like a story, I can work with you for vibe matches. Then after influencers, I was looking at musicians, like those outstanding musicians that have been in the industry doing great work. You get me? And then after musicians, I become that guy that interviews politicians. After politician, maybe the president, who knows? Like, I'm there chilling with him and they're like, Storytime with Mutaawe. Today we have the president of Uganda. Why not? You get me? Then after, if I dominate Uganda, man, that's a wrap for you guys. I'll leave, man. I will go, and now, you get me? Like,
Dream is big.
Yeah, the dream is big. The dream always has to be like big and everything because it's your dream. You get me? A word of encouragement, because even me, I've been encouraged and everything. If you are starting something, if you really want something, man, just go for it. The sky is the limit. Like, you've read novels and everything, and have friends who are going to help you in every direction you take. Yeah, like have friends who are willing to like put in extra work. Shout out to Walter, bro. I have a friend called Walter. He's also on my team. Big up, man. That guy, I don't know. Actually, when he sees this, he'll be like, Mutaawe, what are you doing? Because he's one guy who doesn't want to be out. But Walter is someone I found at campus, but he has really been the reason why I'm actually still moving. You get me? Shout out to Sam, my director, and like my camera guy. Shout out to Brian Yahweh. I want to just shout out to like everyone who has been on my team, everyone that I've worked with, and my other boys. I don't want to forget people. That's why I'm trying to like remember. Shout out to Sam, Walter.
You know, you don't even have to do everything because you're not going away anytime. So
Yeah,
just giving it. Anyway,
yeah,
before like we go, do you ever think of like doing a show like Storytime with Mutaawe? Like I've seen these guys doing outside shows from not a studio. Then you go out to the streets and be like, okay, we go to Silo today.
Yeah, I had that thing in my head. But the environment we're working with is not supportive. You go to a place like Silo, they will ask for 100k to just be there, and you're getting that 100k, but you're still marketing their place.
And
I've not gone to Silo. I'm just giving it as an
they're
example.
making for them money.
Yeah,
because people won't buy drinks.
Yeah, but the environment right now is not workable. You can't work with the environment right now. But I feel like it's going to get better with time.
Yeah,
and
actually, about the environment, because I've been hosting some parties before, and it depends on how you talk to the people.
it depends on actually you talk to the people.
Depends on people. Then even it depends on the places you go to. Some people feel like they're already big and needing marketing. So I think there's people who are hungry for marketing.
Yeah, because if you claim you're big and you don't need marketing, I want you to look at Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola wouldn't be doing all that. But Coca-Cola is still marketing. It's crazy.
On that note, people tell people like they should give us more.
Yeah. But then I also feel like in Uganda, the support here is not. I was talking to Abe and he was like, he almost like, if it on a scale of 1 to 10, the gigs he got in Uganda are 3 and the 7 are from like other abroad countries. We tend to support something we don't understand. Yeah. And I feel like that is neo-colonialism, because me, if Valee is starting up something and my other boy abroad has something, I will tend to go with someone who doesn't even know me and support them when my boy is actually doing the same thing. So I urge everyone to like support the Ugandan creation, because now we are coming up together. We will be seeing those streamers abroad because I believe in Uganda there are people who are streaming.
We actually have some streamers. Samka guy, I'm forgetting the name.
Yeah.
Samka that guy.
Hey, because you support him. You're supporting Uganda. You're putting Uganda out there. You get me? People like you have podcasts. If people come through, let the work be at least a lot for you, but not. You get me?
No. You know, things of like people, I don't know, people don't want to support their own. You post something of like a link to your YouTube. They won't And they will have like 300 plus views, but you only have like 71 subscribers, which is okay, man. We are used, man. It's just said. Like you talked about people not supporting their own, because when I hosted Zavi sometime back last year, he was talking about how Ugandan music is not recognized.
Even in our own Uganda, you find playlists of radios and they're having, okay, I don't want to attack, but they're having songs that are not, because if you put up and Uganda, you see My Boys Are Doing Great, Sean Official, Tonjo, Aijuka, like it gives them morale. They're like, okay, now we are topping charts, we need to do more. You get me? Another uprising star comes, you get, and it's about, because if we don't push our own, we shall never go anywhere.
So that's the reason I like why. Those are some of the reasons why I created this podcast, because I feel like we're not appreciating our own, and we need to project those voices. If I bring story time with Mutaawe, yes, I may have few impact right now, but I'm sure with the future. But so if I told like that they will search Mutaawe, they will see him somewhere. I'm sure like some of my subscribers or like people who are viewing, they don't know Mutaawe. They're seeing Mutaawe for the first time. So this collaboration is going to bring something to you, and I'm sure like we should actually collaborate. We do a collaborative post.
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
Because I'm sure like collaborations are key in the creative sector. It always like add something to you. Guys, it's been a good time, and thank you guys for riding with us. And if at all you have come this far, you're very patient, and you should subscribe. And feel free to contact for anything, or in case you want to advertise anything here. We are down, man. So Mutaawe,
Yes, sir.
follow Storytime with
Storytime, that's my TikTok and my YouTube. The link is in the bio. Then Instagram, it's Mutaawe. Then Snapchat, it's MC Mutaawe.
So for this thing, it's going on Labayo TV, and you'll be seeing some of the clips on Labayo. Yeah, on Labayo 25622.
Hello for my page.
Yeah, but then my personal page is Valee Chills everywhere, from Snap, Twitter, Instagram. Why even have a YouTube channel? I don't know.
Still, like, man, if you just put Uganda on, man.
I was saying, do you think like you can have like different personalities but doing content creation?
Yeah,
Like-
man, everyone.
Like you're seeing someone like an individual. You are, as an individual, like you're having many businesses. For example, to Gambian to Sodeo, you're having into hospitality, money into hospitality. Then you're also investing into like music. You're investing into like farming. Can a content creator be like versatile?
Yeah, I feel like as for content, because I've told you this content thing only works when internet is there. So if internet is off, what are you going to do? Video to know what's together. So I feel like you diversify what's together, because that is why I think I'm still in school, because if this content thing it has to work out, but you should always have like a plan B. My education can back it up. I can do photography, I can do videography, I can do video editing. You get all those nakugambe nokugamba boy manyovuga boda sizivuga, but I know, bro, like if the time gets to the worst, bro, you get me. So I feel like you should just have a lot of skill set, because I found people that can do what I can do and even better. You get me? So don't specialize. Take it, and we will still have energy. The old people can do that, but us, we are still like young. We're still growing.
We have to be versatile.
We have to be very versatile.
We have to diversify in everything.
Yeah, man.
Man, thanks for coming through. I know like it was an urgent notice, man. But then I was surprised like you were up and then you came through. That means a lot, man. I'm learning a lot from you, and I'm still learning. We shall work on many projects, because there's a lot I'm cooking, and I will put you on. Cause
Yeah, man.
yeah, so
You have to be great. You has to be great.
we are the biggest thing, is so seriously you should give in for us, cause man, whatever is coming through, it has to be big and big and big and big. So whoever hasn't subscribed yet, man, you're missing out. You should be among the 100 subscribers of Labayo.
So Uganda, because I was surprised. I have like 10 subscribers who are not from Uganda, bro.
Cool.
And in Uganda, I have like the most friends, bro. And yeah, man, you guys, muja kutwagala lwampaka, bro. Anyway, that has been it. Thank you very much, Labayo, for having me. And the future is bright. Let's not stop. You get me?
Easy, bro.
Easy.
All the best, man.
Yeah, man.
Storytime with Mutaawe. Linking up with Labayo.